All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Mary Schmidt. I'm a National Sales Director on Team Eagle, and welcome to a special Zoom that we're going to cover lots of good information, and most of it from the recent AmeriPlan Leadership Conference. Let me go over, we do have the July schedule because it's a long month. There are 3 meetings, so always on Tuesday. July 1st will be our usual recognition call with Team Challenge and Training. And it's on the regular call-in conference line, which is 302-202-1102, access code 925-380. Following on Tuesday, July 22nd, will be another, oh, I missed something, sorry, I'm sorry. July 15th will be a training call, same call in line. And then July 29th will be a leadership call, same call. We changed the dates, that's where I got a little mixed up. So we're talking July 1st, July 15th, and July 29th. Those would be the 3 calls for the month of July. I want to remind everybody that every Monday, AmeriPlan does their corporate call at 3 p.m. Central, and the number for that is 712-775-8968. The access code is 943026. We will be showing the Team Eagle training site, so you don't need to open it on your screen, but if you'd like to, that is at teameagletraining.com. Again, it's teameagletraining.com. And the password in lowercase is LMBNVP. As I always say, it's Lionel's initials and his title with the AmeriPlan, LMBNVP. Be sure to share that with your team because that is not posted anywhere. That is just given out as you are ready for them to start their training and so on. So at this time, we'd like to bring Mr. Lionel Burks, our National Vice President. He is there in his chair now and ready to go. Mr. Burks?
Mary, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thanks a lot. A lot going on here. I'm really excited for you guys. I'm a little tired, but we're pushing through it, man. We're pushing through it. I really appreciate you guys jumping on the Zoom tonight. We're not going to waste your time. We're going to be here probably about 45 minutes or less, and we're just going to give you a quick overview. And thanks to Mary for hosting tonight. And we're going to show you how to get this information in the future. And it might not necessarily be tonight, but by the end of the weekend, you'll have this information available on the training site. And then you can see some of the things that you can utilize for your business partners as well. It's not for you guys that made the event and stuff. It's always good to have information to share with your new business partners. And that's one of the reasons we want to do this, because we want to make sure not only you guys, okay, who can you share this with? If you're bringing on new business partners in this business, they need to be abreast of what's happening with your business if you want to articulate it to them. So seeing is believing. There's a lot went on this weekend, and we're just going to try to our best to give you just a quick overview on everything. And I know Big C's is still traveling, some are still all over the place. So, but I really appreciate you guys that true campers jump on this call, this Zoom, and then we're going to try to give you some information that can continue on your journey in AmeriPlan. The key word we used this weekend was you deserve the best, and don't let no one else tell you you don't, because shame on you. If you don't think you deserve the best, then what do you think those guys think? So please remember, you deserve the best, and AmeriPlan want to offer you the best to push through whatever ups and downs you might have, tries, tribulation, whatever it might be. Mary going to open up this PowerPoint, and we're going to start from front to finish. We'll be think about 20 minutes or less, and we'll just knock some things out. And then if we have leaders, which I see Fatima on here, and Oliver Mosley, I'm going to see where everybody else, Power and Associate, who's that? Unmute your line. Who's Power and Associate?
Oh, sorry. That's Dorothy Powers.
Okay, Dorothy. Okay. I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to. Okay. So basically, we're going to open this up, and you guys that's the city of Dallas, man. Nice city.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
you
it was
can
in
see the
Frisco.
PowerPoint. Yay.
Yeah, beautiful PowerPoint that I owe it all to Rosanna Clark. She responsible for putting this together. I just assist with all the information, but she put this together. I think it's a great uh, PowerPoint. Mary, can you open up a little bigger? That's the biggest goal.
Now, is that blocked by the people like
Enable, if you don't mind, just hit the enable button and then there we go. Now,
can you see it okay?
oh, absolutely. So
Okay.
basically, you could hit that. I think you can open it up even bigger, but that's okay. Basically, what is
Oh,
there we go. So the leadership conference is here in Dallas, Texas, June the 21st, is Saturday. And we just wanted to meet with our business partners on Friday night, which we had a great time. A lot of recognition. We have tons of pictures. We got to go through them and edit all these pictures so we can get that out. There'll be a link for that as well. And we'll have it on the training site. Maybe one day before the year's out, we'll have a PowerPoint, I'm sorry, a slideshow with a little music on it. Okay. That's coming. But we got to edit all the bad pictures because we took a lot of pictures. Uh, Miss Williams, they're out of Fort Lauderdale, did a great job taking pictures. So we got hundreds of pictures, trust me. And we're definitely going to go through those pictures. But on Saturday, we had our as first slide we had our open ceremony where we opened up the briefing. Registered 8:30 that morning. We got started about 9:10. Uh, Miss Brenda Russell, National Sales Director in Savannah, Georgia, did a nice job, a fantastic job to be exact, of just being the host to open up the event. And then we went to the host table. We had NSD Christabel from New York City, and then we had National Sales Director Brenda Russell. But this is our breakdown. We had Mr. Joe Curl came in. Oh wow, this guy talked for a long time, but he got it done. He went through provider relations. He talked about the AmeriPlan app. He talked about the telemedicine, telehealth. We did some testimony that morning. We also had a little bit about the internet, those videos that in your training site, I mean, your back office, those videos was covered as well. We had opportunity to talk about those videos. And Joe talked also about a new program, AmeriPlan is testing it, uh, that allow you to do something like success system. If you guys familiar with AmeriPlan success system, you can track and your leads. You can have contacts, and we have it on video. And when Roger chopped this thing up, we're gonna start putting some little small shots of videos on the training site, so you guys can look at that and study it, and maybe it's something to help you to get better in 2025. But we have a complete video, Roger video the whole thing. So you're going to see that coming throughout the month. Some of the things that we covered verbatim. But I will say this that Mr. Joe Kerr did a fantastic job. And after that was over with corporate, we had a break there. If you go to the next one, Mary, you'll see where we had a break. Uh, and Dennis Daniel, of course, it was not there because Daniel got COVID. So they was headed to the hospital, and then Dennis realized he was feeling great, but he got COVID too. So they both have COVID right now. So they'll be down for the next 2 weeks, and we just praying that Daniel can recover, have a speedy recovery. But our overview was very simple. We just kind of introduced everybody. We had National Vice President Roger Cameron. We had National Vice President Fatima Garrett, of course, myself. We kind of covered it on the AmeriPlan program. We just broke it down to what it is. And it was great for people to understand who we are, how we do what we do, and what we can do for you. That's what some of the things that we talked about. But if you look at the bottom part there where it says uh, the CEO, what I did is kind of narrate a little bit about, the AmeriPlan history, what they do, where these guys from Brownsville, Texas. I kind of give a little history of that and then narrate what they usually talk about and kind of give you some nuggets on that. But after that, we had our presentation where we was giving away our gift card, vacation package for the guests. And I looked at the papers. I'm going to be turning in tomorrow to corporate. I came up with, looked like we have 9 guests that was there because some came after the meeting, believe it or not. Even Oliver Moses picked up a guest. That's crazy. So we had a guest that came, two came late. So we had a total of 9 guests. We had 2 sign up on the spot, which is always good, right? And then we got some should be signing up. I got a young lady who'll be signing up tomorrow, and a gentleman I think he'll be signing up this weekend. So it's a success. just having that presentation. That's not the only reason, but it's just a reason to invite guests. So when we finished up that, we took a break. We had lunch on AmeriPlan. After we got AmeriPlan lunch, we had we started our training. So we got back there, I think it was 1:30. Mary, you can go to that slide, scroll down. You see where we came back to from training. Yeah, the presentation. So if you look at the bottom here, it says
How
up to
far?
you. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Right here. So
And
lunch
then
break was 12:30 to 1:30. And then that afternoon, we had the part two of this program this Saturday. So what we did is we did BC training presentation part two. So the first thing was up that we had was wide network marketing. Let me kind of explain this to you. Well, if you're going to be in a business and you're going to do network, you probably need to know why. And you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. Would you agree with that? You probably do. Because otherwise, you're going to check out very quickly. So, Mr. Carl Ryan, National Sales Director, we'll go to that slide, Mary, scroll down to that one. And you'll see where Carl Ryan, he's NSD there in Denver, Colorado. And basically, he broke it down to why AmeriPlan. I mean, why network marketing? And one of the key components here, again, stay in the game. You have to be in the game, but you can't be in the game if you don't have a reason to be in the game. So you have to understand that. If I'm gonna do AmeriPlan, it is network. It's not a hobby. We talked about that this weekend, but we need people that see it for what it is. You have to have integrity. You have to be true to the business and true to yourself. Zero plus zero is still zero. You put nothing in, you get nothing out. That's how network works. But one thing about AmeriPlan and using this slide for AmeriPlan is not only we put it in, but if you have quality business, it stays in. So accumulate what? Residual income. And that's one of the things that he was talking about. So we move on tonight. We'll go to the next slide. We was talking was that we led from wide network marketing to Ms. Brenda Russell and National Sales Director and National Sales Director Christopher Sinstrom from New York. They was led right after that. They was talking about how are we going to do the business. Now we know people that wants to do this business, and how we're going to create some traffic. What are we doing? Local leads, freeway call. These are some of the components that they was covering about this role play. They did a role play, talking to someone, asking them to look at the business, the follow up. Why are they looking at the information? All this information was displayed on that slide. We also talked about on that slide is, what to say to your prospect. Sometimes we get a prospect and we freeze up. Oh, I got one. What am I going to do, right? So when you get a prospect, you want to know what to say and what's the process. So these are some of the tangible components that they talked about. It was a lengthy presentation, but it was fantastic information. What I would say about this whole program that they did, it gives you some insight on what you can do with your local leads. And how do you do local leads? Well, that's very simple. That's in your local market. If you have people in your market, you can do local leads. That's crazy. And if you want to do leads out of state, you can do that as well. But the key about all this stuff hold up, Mary, you're moving too fast.
I don't know where you want me to be.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
we still on Brother Russell. And
Well,
so
that's hers too.
yeah, so basically, my point is that you want to contact that person. You want to make sure they know that you're serious about what you're serious about your business. As we continue to the slide with Brandon, we get down to the bottom here. We'll get into the next slide, which was with I think it's Mr. Roger Kim. I would say we got into why I like residual income. And so when Roger was talking about that, he got very emotional about that. Guys, he talks about, what got him involved in AmeriPlan, what got him excited about AmeriPlan. And he broke that down to the T. There we go, Mr. Roger Campbell, why I like residual income. And this guy right here, that slide, hold it right there. Residual income is a powerful tool. And he talks about his life story, how he started AmeriPlan. And from day one, and up into now, or the education for him and his wife, and growing their business, retirement plan, all these things was because they bought into AmeriPlan 33 years ago. That's a long time ago. He bought into this concept. It's a very powerful message to anyone that say, will it work? Yeah, it'll work. AmeriPlan works if you work. Okay. Again, zero in, zero out. You could be you could be a spectator on the sideline watching everybody get it done, or you can get involved yourself. And I think one of the things about the residual is you gotta have the right mind, a peace of mind, of the presence of the future income planning and goals. You gotta have some goals set, and I believe that you really have to be in tune who you are and where you are, because join a network company. If you don't know where you are, how are you going to go to the next step? If I know I'm here, but I want to go there, I have to make sure I'm here, but I need to get there. What are the things in between there to get me where I want to go? So these are some of the things that he talked about, and I just I was very excited about Roger really breaking it down to this program and building a business. It was just on the back end of his slide where he said where we build our business local, build it nationwide, we can do both. It doesn't matter. And this is a very powerful statement here. If you look at this for what it is, whether you do it across the street, downtown, uptown, across the country, it don't matter. You still can do this business because with the digital world we're in 2025, business can be done everywhere. Some people like to do leads. Some people like to do local. Some people are people. Some people not. Some people like to be shy away from it, and that's okay as long as you do something in this business. So I think it was a really great concept that Roger covered on this program. So, and like you said, use the AmeriPlan tools. Uh, we have tools. So you said, what are the tools? Well, you got a training site. Your team probably got a training site. You have training calls. These are all tools. All these tools that we have will help you to get better. You don't get in the game of basketball, football, or soccer unless you practice. So training is no more than practice. You train to get educated about what you're excited about, then you go apply it into the game of network, and that's what it's about. So I got all this knowledge. Now I'm going to go out and hit the real world and put it into use. So what I did after Roger got you talking about why I like uh, residual income, I wanted to narrate what a merit plan versus residual income looks like. So what I did is I just took what he had and put it into numbers with a merit plan. I hope that makes sense because if you're not thinking about residual income, and a merit plan is a powerful tool. And the first slide I had was what is residual income, and I just broke it down. It's money that continued to generate after the initial work has been done. So basically, what I'm saying is, if I enroll you today and you stay, if I enroll you today and you stay, well, I will create residual income as long as that business is on the books. That's residual income. Some people work a job, retire, they get a retirement check. I don't know how long that's going to last these days, but yeah, you get a retirement check. But the bottom line is residual income is a repeated income you did in the past that's paid you in the future. That makes sense? That's what residual income is about. How much you make is how much you put in. You put zero in, you get zero out. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so that's really how that works. Network marketing is just is a powerful tool, and I just broke it down, distributing the product and service where we have. What is our service? We have a telehealth for $9.95. We have a dental plan for $19.95, and we have a deluxe for $39.95. These are our programs. So based on those programs, like I was talking on Saturday, we know we get 25% on the back end of each package. So let me explain that. Every package you write, was it $19.95 or $20, I mean 19.95, $39.95, or $9.95, you get 100% upfront. And this is something that you really want to know and you want to talk to your prospects about. Everything that we do is 100% upfront. That's very important. And then you tell them, listen, on the back end of this, we get what we call residual income on the same package for $39.95. So I'm getting $40 up front. Mary, you could move on a little bit. I don't mind. So I'm getting $40 up front on a deluxe package, right? So when I'm getting that $40, 3 months later, it could be 2 months, depends on when they come in, you'll start getting that $10 a month on a $39.95 package. And it breaks it down here. I mean, I'm not going to go in details with it, but you can see here, for example, the telemedicine, $9.95, 25%, $2.50. And if you go all these months and start writing 10 memberships per month, it'll accumulate and compound a residual income, $25 the first month, $50 the second month, the third month, $75, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, you can have $150 a month coming in on just that one product. And that's what that means right there. So we go to the next slide. You'll see as we get into residual income on a dump package, same concept. We get $10 up. We get $10. We get 10 members, $5. That's $50 that month. Second month, we get $100. It compounds to 150, et cetera. At the bottom line, you're going to make $300 on this package if you got 60 members. That's exactly what that means. So we go to the next one. This is our best package, and you deserve the best, right? So you talk about the best package. I would tell you this package is $40 up front. Your residual is $10 a month on the back end. If I do 10 of those in 1 month, I got $100 in residual, but I made 40 times 10 up front. So don't sleep on that. And then I go down the second month. I got another 10. That's $200. Third month, $300. At the end of the day, 60 members will pay you $600 a month in residual income. That is exactly what this means. So if I'm talking to someone that's in network marketing and they're looking at your business, I'm talking to everybody on this Zoom. If someone looking at your business and they want to know what are my numbers are, you need this slide to break it down for them. Now, I know this by heart, but I don't expect you to know this by heart. But it's right here in writing, so you can use it. You can copy and paste. Say, hey, if you do the deluxe pack and you focus on that, let me copy and paste and text you this, or take a picture and shoot it to you, right? This is what you can expect. That's very powerful because the work is already done for you. And you say if you do a combination of those, we'll pay you $250, $5, and $10 a month residual combination. So these are how you speak to your prospects. As we move on this slide, Mary, we'll get down to the basically wrap it up where it says total residual income for all memberships. Well, if I'm getting 150 on the telemedicine, the Dental Plus paying me 300, and then the Deluxe paying me 600. That's $1,000 a month. This is based on your personal effort. This is not your team now. This is just you. Okay. And then if you're looking at it for what it is, it can compound very quickly. So if we continue to move on. Now we know AmeriPlan has the override. So everybody knows AmeriPlan pays a bills bonus on the 18th of the month. So if you're new to AmeriPlan, just remember on the 18th of the month, you get an override and a residual check. If you're a senior region sales director, you'll get a direct deposit. If you sign up with the AmeriPlan Bank, the direct deposit in your bank in the bank account called Texas Regional Bank, and then you get a debit card and all these other crazy things that goes with that. So keep that in mind as well. So with the AmeriPlan Builders Bonus, we know we can go from 0 to hero. You can go all the way from 10%, 15, 20, and 25% override. You guys should already seen this many times, but if you want to know what the overrides are, seniors 10, executive is 15 and 10, senior exec 20, 15, and 10. The national sales director is 25, 20, 15, and 10. And that's the overrides that we have. The MVP is 1% to infinity. So that's crazy. Okay. So the last slide on here, it kind of give you the narrative, everything, the example of how you get paid on this whole package. It breaks it all down for you. And then we have this bucket. Mary, you want to click on that bucket right quick? This bucket pretty much gives you a narrative bill and a check, that way you want to call it. If I'm getting $1,500 a month, consecutive 6 months, based on your personal effort, would increase your bank account about $18,000 a year. Those are the numbers. You go back and run those numbers. But if you do the numbers are people, and the results are the results. So that's why I was after Roger, because he was talking about all these material stuff, but it takes these numbers to get there where he was at. You follow me? And that's how that flow with us. So next slide, basically was kind of, we was talking about, I think it was a billion euro network with Brendan Russell, I think it was. Let's see what that is, Mary. Team building. So now, this individual I just talked about, you doing your residual. Now we're going to see how we're going to do it with a team. So if you build a team, you live the dream. And this thing just talks about the things that the people skills and things you want to have with the team. You want to communicate with your team. You want to keep your team informed what's going on. Uh, Whether they show up or not, that's not for you to decide. Your job as a leader is to articulate and give out information. And they can't say, well, if Fatima didn't give me my information, Mary didn't give, yes, I told you exactly what's going on. There's a call tonight, there's a Zoom call. You know, whether you come to the table, that's on you. That's not on me. My job as a leader is to inform you. Now, where it's not a leader, when you know something you don't share with your team members, then you're not being that leader. You're just being selfish. Don't do that. Don't be that lady. Don't be that guy. We have a lot of people like that. We want you to share your information. Tell them about the corporate call, team call, Zoom call. These are things that your team should know what's going on. Reason why we have this slide here, because this slide brings everything together, not only as individual, but as a team collective goal to achieve your goal. Our AmeriPlan opportunity call, if you have one, we have those too. I think Mary, the young lady in Georgia, do one once a month or every other month. But there's always something going on that can keep you going in this business. So down to the last slide there, Mary, you can get down to the bottom there. There we go. Positive. There we go. This is it. You got to be positive about what you're doing. Negativity breeds to your team. When that happens, it's over. Game over. If you call your downline and start talking about how negative things are, you're done. Because they don't see you as that leader anymore. You're that guy. They see you as a person that I can't follow that. Why are you not positive about it? You've been around, how about 15 years and you still negative? We got a problem. You should check out. Accountable. Ability to inspire. What are you doing to inspire your team? Well, do something. Everybody can't write 5, 6 pieces of business a month. I understand that. But do something, whether one transaction or whatever, or be in process to accumulate something, and they'll follow you guys. Keep going, Mary, down, if you don't mind. The focus. You can lose your focus very quickly. And the heat can change your focus, man. So you have to get focused on what you got going on. And you get off track. I like to say this back in the day. If you get off track, that's why you have a team call. That's why you have a training site to get back on track. Everybody get sidetracked, whether it's death in the family, kids problems, family problems, things are gonna happen. That's called life. Okay, we're all going to go through it. No one can escape it. Okay, so if you know that's going to happen, you know where your tools at that you can go back and get on track when things get better for you and your family. So as we move on, Mary, on the slides, uh, these are just the key preparation to win, expect to win, and you have to believe. If you don't believe in the process, you don't believe in the service, you don't believe in the demo plan, if you don't believe, it's going to be hard to bring this across, because if you don't believe it, that's going to be a problem for you. I really believe that. So you got to have that belief in your business. So we have some team members. I think Roger was talking about adversity. The challenge that he had. Fatima, I think, was up next, and well, Fatima's right here. She's on the screen. But the base of that was talking about some ups and downs. So let's Fatima here share that information. Unmute yourself, Fatima. What you
Oh,
talking
okay.
about? What you
Hey
share that?
guys, I tell you, oh my God, if y'all want, it was so powerful. I mean, just the camaraderie, just to put the faces with the voices that you hear all the time, you know. And I tell you, Joe brought some good information. Like I said, he talked long, but he brought some good information that I really, clinged on to. It's just really, I might be an MVP, but I need to be gassed up too and get excited again, because see, life hits me too. And when life hits you, it kind of, take you down maybe just a slight bit, but it'll never wipe me all the way out the game. I've been to so many events, you guys. I've never missed the event. I'm so proud to say that. I've never missed the event. And the cool thing about this, I had just had my infusion, you guys. 3 days before, I was not supposed to be traveling. And my doctor told me, he said, well, Fatima, you gonna go anywhere. I said, I got to go. I can't miss. And I tell you, the information was just great. Like he was saying, Brenda Russell, Carl, Christabel. I mean, they really brought some good nuggets, good information that make you just want to, hurry and get back home and really put it into action. Come up with your own ideas. It just really rejuvenated me. Now I'm always up, but there again, I'm still human. I got fueled up. And it's like, okay, I gotta go get some more signs. I gotta go get some more flies. I need to call more people. I got to get busy. And I really liked how Lionel brought home those numbers that he was showing you guys what you're gonna make, for that residual. And if you think about it, if you have something you're trying to do or buy a car, a house, just do it. If you want to do it on your own, look at those numbers. Take those numbers and plug your own numbers in there and say, okay, I want to pay my car note. Well, you need 10 of this or 5 of that, And because it is doable, you just have to put a little work into it, you guys. But you can do it. You can do it. And it was just really great and awesome information. So as far as adversity, no matter what, y'all see me, no matter what, you just got to keep on going. There's a lot of times I don't feel good now, but I put on some lipstick, brush my hair, and smile. Because AmeriPlan been good to me. This house I sit in, AmeriPlan bought this house. My residual income bought this house, and I thank God for it. Because no job couldn't have done it for me. I have no college education, and so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for my upline Lionel, the best, and I just had a great time. And back to you, Lionel.
All right, there you go, Fatima. Hey. Congratulations. Awesome job. We had a great time there. And, we're just grateful for leaders like Fatima. We had several leaders. I'm going to name them in the back end, all the leaders that we had that was participating, including Fatima, of course. But, one of the things Roger was saying on his adversity is that don't quit. And you understand a lot of people are going to go through changes in life. But one thing about that is that you have to stay positive of what you're doing, and you got to be willing to push down those walls, the barriers. They're gonna be there, and then just understand that you're not in this business, by yourself. Of course, it's for you. It's your business. You're the boss, but you have support. And just being on this call tonight and with setting up a Zoom call, this is support for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. This might be BC's on this call. You might not be on part of the team. I really don't matter to me. I'm just trying to help you to get better in your business because as we grow, the AmeriPlan grows. It's a very powerful situation. So as we get to my little slide that I had, it wasn't a lot, but one thing I was talking about, you dream, and if it's not big enough, it's probably scary. It's got to be your dream has to scare you because oh man, that's a big dream. Well, why not? Why not you? Uh, and so what I was trying to explain on the back end of that long day Saturday is that uh, this business will happen for you if you want it to happen, but you have to go through all these things to get there. Sometimes it happened for you hear BC's on the call on Monday. They went in and somebody over here they don't hear their name called. Well, it's coming. You just stay in the game and work around your situation. Because if you work in a part time, great. If you work in a full time, great. To me, this has been a part time business. And I'm trying to tell folks, I never started out full time. I had a very limited time. I was wearing that uniform. I didn't have a lot of time. But what I did have, I had desire to win. I had desire to get better. And I didn't want to be average. I wanted to be above average. And to do that, you have to do a little more. Sometimes if you're doing 9 to 5 in a job, you punch in, you punch out unless they give you overtime, you're going to go home, right? And you start over the next day. You can only make is what you put in. With the network, you can make more, but you can put in a lot of effort now and get less money, but down the road, it'll compound. That's what residual is, and that's what this is about with AmeriPlan. So the next slide here kind of gives you some narrative. It's there to be great. And I really believe this cold-hearted because sometimes to motivate yourself, you have to be willing to say that if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I believe that. I just really believe that because some people feel, well, it's my upline. No. They might bring you to AmeriPlan, but it's up to you to do AmeriPlan. Let me repeat that. Your sponsor can bring you to AmeriPlan, but it's going to be up to you to do AmeriPlan. And that's what this is about. And then, unfortunately, during the process, some people see it, some don't. Some people waiting for somebody to give me a push. Well, the push me, if I need money, well, I might be motivated. Maybe I want to take care of my grandkids. Maybe I want to buy that nice car. Whatever you want to do, you have to use that as your motivation. You know, your grandparents, your family, your mom, who knows what you want to do, but whatever it is, it has to be, your situation. You know, you can expect people work 40 years and still don't have enough money. I mean, it's crazy, especially now. You know, back in the day, 2008, we had this big old crash. We had COVID in 2020. Life happens. The question is, uh, what you gonna do about it? If you can't fix it, you got to leave it to someone higher than you, because you waste your time. You waste your time and energy worrying about things you can't fix. Let that go so you can grow. Okay, that's one of the messages I said this weekend is because uh, what do you still have those dreams? Most people don't. They lost it because the neighbor next door stole it from them. They tell them, "Oh, you can't do that. Why are you doing that work? You're gonna be homeless," because they broke. They want you to be right where they're at. Instead of building you up, they want to tear you down. And that's crazy. And that's the world we live in. So you have to see it coming and say, you know what, that guy said that. Let me just take care of me and keep moving, keep smiling. So that's one of the things that was talking about. And then I would say, with all that said, you know, serious, what are your big and most beautiful dream you're looking for? What are you looking for? And then the next slide, Mary, kind of gets really painful thing. A lot of people don't like to change. Oh man, I can't do that. Like, listen, to grow is painful. We know that. Change is painful. But doing nothing and stuck, that's really painful. Okay. so and as I wrap that up, I was wanting folks know, man, you got to go out of your way. You got to listen to motivation people. People have done that, been there, done that. You have to find someone that you can snatch on to. Maybe get your mentor and say, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for." And not only are they going to tell you, they're not going to tear you down. They're going to build you up. They're going to give you more information to grow your business. And that's what you want. That's why we have training calls. That's why we do the things we do. Those are the type of people you want to be around. And everybody need to work on themselves, including myself. I get better. Why? Because I get better for the team. I don't know everything, but I want to do, like I said, Saturday, I don't need to know everything. I just need to do the right thing to continue to build this business. And that's what you want to know. All this stuff is stuff. What it takes to build, what it takes to grow my business for me, my family, and my team. And that's the mindset you want to have. And the last slide, it talks about it gives you like a little, yes, it's possible.
Which one?
Okay, Mary, the last
Which one do you
slide.
want?
Okay, right here. It's possible to have it all. Others have done it. I mean, people have made MVP, RSD, senior region stuff. Those pins already been done. We know that it's not impossible. So you got to have big dreams, and I would tell folks, if you got to stay consistent. I've been saying that for 20 some years. Consistent, persistent pays off. And you can achieve the huge dreams, but you got to even surpass what you think about. If you think about having this and having that, if you think bigger, you're going to fall right here. And that's what? That's probably where you want to be anyway. But you're thinking about way out here. But if you fall here, it's fantastic anyway. But if you have nothing to think about, because whatever you think about is your maximum potential. If you're just trying to get by, that's what's going to happen. You're just going to get by. That's just how it works. So keep that in mind. That's kind of where we at with everything that we covered this weekend. And some of the people that we had, I was really excited for the leaders that was there and perform a great job. And of course, Fatima, Roger Cameron, Brenda Russell, Christabel, Carl Ryan from Denver. All these guys did a great job of just training this information and being that leader that they are. And then Joe from corporate did a fantastic job as well. Uh, we're gonna come to the call in a couple of weeks, maybe Monday or next Monday, whatever it's gonna be. Myself and Roger and kind of break it down a little bit more in more details. We also recognize our team members on Friday night that's registered for the event. They got their awards, whatever that was, those nice trophies. I don't. Somebody had one to show off. So maybe they can show it on the screen here. The big old beautiful trophy we had there Friday night. Maybe they got them all boxed up. I don't know, but it was beautiful trophies that we presented Friday night. And for all the folks that registered for the event, and hopefully that benefit consultants that can look at this and start go through some of this material that Mary is going to post, and maybe this might be something that you can utilize throughout 2025, 2026, and then that could help you to go. But I want to bring Mr. Mosley, Regional Sales Director there and Dallas, Texas. I know he's excited about it. Mosley, did you enjoy yourself there? Because you was winning all types of awards there.
You know, that was quite an exciting training group. And let me just give kudos to you, National Vice President Ron Burks, as well as your partner, Roger Kemmel, National Vice President. You guys organized an event that was not only productive, it was informative, it was stimulating, and it was just an area whereby we learned so much. The presenters were out of sight, man. They had everything that they talked about organized and some good nuggets that were not only informative, as I said earlier, but they were practical ideas that we can put together in the workplace every day of our lives. So we
Right.
enjoyed it, and kudos to you guys because you did one hell of a job in organizing that program.
Well, you deserve it, buddy.
Oh,
You,
look.
hey, I was start training. I was over here last night or yesterday training. So I think the wife might have pushed you out here.
Look
Hey,
at
look at that
Fatima.
trophy there, man. That's what who received that? Fatima Garrett, Roger Cameron, Brenda Russell, Isabel, and
I
Cole
want
Ryan.
that
That's the trophy
for
they
you.
got.
I want
I
to
don't know
show
if you
that.
guys can see that.
I
but
love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It really is.
that
It
was.
really is.
We need
Yeah.
a picture of you with the trophy so I can put it on the training site.
Oh,
That
it's
would be
so
perfect. Just
pretty.
you look
I would
beautiful.
send
That
you
would be
all. I think
awesome.
I took a picture, Mary, with all the trophies.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. But then we talk about this band here, and we'll get this to some of you throughout the year. I still got some band love. We'll send them to people that win the challenge. It just talks about success starts here. AmeriPlan's Leadership ALC 2025. So I'm gonna send those out this year. So when you win the challenge, expect to see something like this in there, and we're gonna train on. I'm not gonna go into tonight, but why you should wear this band is a conversation piece. I don't leave home without my band because I want people to ask. I had two guys asking me today, hey, what is that? That's a nice band. I said, I just had a leadership conference here. I don't have time to talk, but if you give me your phone, I'll text you some information. Let me have your number. So he texted me his number. I gave my business card. Well, no, I said, no, you know what, take this flyer here because this is what I offer. So he took my flyer. I retrieved my business card and gave him a flyer, right? And so, yeah, this thing starts the conversation. So we want to get this to BCs around the country as well. But it was a fantastic time. And anybody want to add something tonight? The lines are open. I got to get a
I
little
want to
rest.
know, what does your band say? What does that band say that you have?
It says success starts here, AmeriPlan Leadership Conference 2025.
Oh,
And
okay.
the guy asked me, what
Nice.
success you talking about? I say success in life.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's a really nice band. And we're gonna get those out to leaders that win the challenge. I don't care if you win the challenge, people that win there already got them. But the folks that didn't make it, they'll get one of these if they take the next challenge in July, which we haven't put out yet. So we'll put that out as well. So Mary, you covered the calls for July, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you want to reiterate because we had a few people jump on here. When is the call for next month?
Okay, right here on the screen, July 1st will be our recognition team challenge. July
Okay.
15th will be a training call. And the 29th will wrap up with the leader call, which is for everybody.
No question about it. And guys, you still have a chance to win the June challenge. It don't end until next Monday, which is the 30th of June. So it's two transactions. Correct me, Mary, if I'm wrong. It's two members of 2BC, either or, right?
Either or.
Everybody on this call can go right when that, especially you guys just came from the LC, man. Go knock this out, man. You only need two. I think Oliver already got one, right? So you need one more, Oliver.
Yep.
Hey guys, we're gonna you guys will do a quick Q&A and we'll wrap this up. Anybody have any questions about anything, or anybody have any questions?
I want to say thank you to everybody that participated in putting that PowerPoint. I mean, those are a lot of different pieces from different PowerPoints and
Right.
presentations. I looked through it earlier. It's fantastic. So when you get time, and I did when I put it on the training site underneath, I gave what screens specific subjects are on. And then we might have an audio sometime. You said of Fatima
Oh yeah,
and
we're
Roger.
gonna get videos. I talked to Roger today about that. He videoed the whole thing. We just gotta chop it up and so you can post it like that, a little small clip.
Okay.
So if I'm talking to one of my new benefit consultant, hey, look, this is a link that focus on that. This is a link to focus on how the money works. This is how we focus on three-way calls and validation. So they can see that and they can use that in the future. And if you don't need it, that's okay. Pass it on to your next BC because he might want to share with someone else, right? And so that's how we look at that. But guys, it's time to take some time. And next week is, correct me, Mary, is the 1st of July, right? So
Yes, it
we'll
is.
do our recognition and we'll do that next Tuesday. And then we'll have the complete schedule be posted this weekend probably. And we'll be done. You guys will see what's happening and you can take this, but take the challenge for the month of June, guys. Give us your best shot. If you need some nuggets, Mary's going to post this and we'll get this to you guys. And really appreciate you guys coming to the call tonight. But I got to take a little rest here. I'm talking too much. So we're going to let you guys go. And thanks a lot for being here. And we really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you guys are true leaders. And we really appreciate you being on the call tonight. Thanks a lot. Mary, thanks a lot.
Lionel, take a rest.
Yeah.
Take a much deserved rest, I
Take a
would say.
rest.
All
Thank
right.
you, Lionel, for your
All
great
right.
Thank you.
leadership. All right.
You guys take care.
Thanks,
Okay.
Lionel.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.